Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am absolutely giddy to announce that we made it to Master 3, hell, just even Master 5. Making it to Master with this deck is probably my biggest accomplishment so far in Master Duel. Sounds silly and dramatic or whatever, but like, it was just such a grind. I want you guys to know, and I want to reiterate, this was not an easy grind. This was not a deck that just popped off. Now, don't get me wrong. For those that follow on the stream, which if you're not, check out the stream, twitch.tv/KingMatty. If you were there, you saw us go on crazy win streaks. I think one time on stream, we went on like an 11-game win streak with this deck. At the same time, we also went on an 8-game losing streak the very next day. So the ups and downs were real. The struggle was real. It is truly a grind. Merlin knows all about it. Isn't that right, Mermy? He was there for it too. Trust. With that being said, you guys can definitely find success with this deck. And I want to share it with you. Let's get into the deck breakdown. I'm going to go through every single card I used to become the first Master Rank Dark Magician player in history. Alright guys, this is the deck, the first ever Master Ranked Dark Magician deck list. As far as I know, on Master Duel Meta, there are no other DM deck lists on there. And I know Master just got released last season, so I'm pretty sure this is the first of its kind, the pioneer for the branded DM way. I'm going to get into this deck in just a sec, but first I want you to do two things for me. If you enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. Also, if you're not subscribed, hit the sub button. It helps me it gives me an opportunity to produce more videos like this, and then we can get this information out to more Master Duel players, more DM players. All right, guys, so here is the Master deck list. I'm gonna try to be as thorough yet concise as possible. Let's get into it. 1 DM, trust me. Just trust me, trust the Habibi, I got you. 1 DM is the way. If you don't believe me, try it for 10 duels. Tell me if you missed DM. You won't, thank me later. 3 Magician Souls, special summon, you gotta play it at 3. Good card, good card. Maxi, best card in the game, gotta play it at 3 as well. 2 Magician's Rod. So this might be a little bit different. I only use Magician's Rod to search for Circle or Eternal Soul realistically, so I feel confident playing it at 2. You could play it at 3, but I noticed it kind of bricks me up a little bit even drawing it. So, especially with it being a normal summon, you gotta just play it at 2. I really feel like it's advantageous to play it at 2. 2 Fallen of Albaz. Albaz has that Super Poly effect, but also you can, against Dragon Link, Contact Fuse, summon Albaz, don't activate its effect, and Contact Fuse into Alba Lennetis, instant scoops. Easy dubs against Dragon Link. Blazing Cartesia, best card that's came out in the last couple months for DM. She is so good, better than Timaeus. She recycles herself, easily summon out Dark Magician the Dragon Knight using a Bystial and Dark Magician. Such a good card. 4 Bystials in the deck. These are primarily against Tearlaments, Disruptions, huge against Tearlaments. And then I play Bystial Lubellion to search, but then I only play one of the 2, Branded Regained versus Branded, where is it at? Branded Beast. So Branded Beast, I noticed it kind of bricks me up. So I had to decide which one was better between the 2. I decided to go with Regained because it does let me shuffle back my DM if it gets banished. That is one of the 2 reasons why I feel confident playing 1 DM. But I do see the advantage of playing Beast and Regained, especially when you play Branded Fusion to send Lubellion to summon Albion, and then use Lubellion's effect in the grave to special summon itself, and then place Regained on the field, and then Albion at the end phase lets you set. I would also say you would have to play a few more Bystials, maybe like 2 more Bystials, to really get, you know, to take advantage of it. So right now I just play the Regained. 2 IOCs. I used to play Preparation of Rites. I took them out. I feel like I'm only searching for souls and rods, so it really isn't that big of a deal. I think the 2 IOC is really the move for me. So now we're gonna get into the spells and traps. I think first let me say I do have some weird ratios for this deck, but you have to remember you are playing Master Duel. You're not playing TCG where it's a best of 3 format. It's best of 1. You're playing DM. It's not the most optimized deck. You can't play Ash Blossom. You can't play Imperm. The reason I don't play those cards is because Dark Magician cannot trade those 1-for-1 negates. We just don't have the firepower. We don't have the oomph to be able to do that. So realistically, you have to play board breakers, and you don't always want to see the board breakers when you're going first in your hand, so that's why I play some of them at 2. So Dark Ruler No More, I played at 2, great board breaker. Fusion Deployment, this is a card that could be a 3 of. Goes into Cartesia, goes into Fallen of Albaz, goes into Dark Magician, such a good card. Branded Fusion, enough said. Dark Magical Circle, you know, instant disruption. I love that you could stack the top 3 cards of your deck. I wish I could play this at 2, but enough said. Dark Magical Circle, great card. Super Poly. Super Poly is one of the best cards in the game. This is a board breaker I play at 2 instead of 3. I play 4 Super Poly targets. I'll talk about them in just a sec. Called by the Grave, staple. You got to play it. Does good against tears, obviously too, but you know, stopping Maxi, stopping your opponent's Ash Blossom. I played 3 Soul Servants. I'm thinking about playing it at 2 because Soul Servant does nothing by itself. So I'm thinking about playing it at 2, but right now I play it at 3. Also that Pot of Greed effect, huge. Secrets, you know, I played at 1. You should probably not play this more than 1 because realistically it is a brick unless I'm searching for it off of Rod and I know I have something to fuse. 3 Evenly Matched, degenerate card, disgusting card. I love it. You have to play it. You have to play it in DM. And then 1 Eternal Soul. The reason I play these at 1, if they get banished, realistically, I'm probably going to lose the duel anyways. So I'm fine playing them at 1. Let's get into the extra deck. 4 Super Poly targets. You can make the case to play less. Somebody mentioned to me Guardian Chimera. Somebody mentioned to me Master of Chaos in the comments in the previous video. Those are legitimate cards to put in the extra deck. For me, I like knowing that I can always take my opponent's monsters if I have Super Poly. So that's why I have the 4 Super Poly targets. Realistically, you can maybe take out Dragostapelia. But I feel like I don't go into Guardian Chimera that much when I have it in the extra deck. I might mess around with it in the future. I did mention just now, I don't have Master of Chaos. I only have Dragon Knight and the Dark Magicians. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, big boss monster in the deck. That is what we're trying to go into. If you have Eternal Soul, you have Magician's Rod to go into Eternal Soul. If you have IFC to go into Magician's Rod to go into Eternal Soul, then you want to summon out Dragon Knight if you can. Because that is the best play we can have as DM players. Being able to have a invincible Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. For the branded package, I play Albion, Mirjade, Lubellion, and Albulenitis. And this is the one I want to talk about first, Lubellion. This is why I play 1 DM. If my DM gets banished by a Bystial, my goal from then on is to summon out Lubellion and to fuse using cards from my faced up banished cards. And that is why Lubellion is so clutch. He lets me save my banished DM and turn it into a Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Huge card, huge card. We already talked about Albion's play being able to go into Lubellion, but also I'll sometimes summon Albion and send Mahad and get an extra draw off a Soul Servant, so that's pretty big. And then Mirjade, you guys know Mirjade, just untargeted, non-targeted removal, great card. Albulenitis, like I said, can go into that contact fuse off of Fallen of Albaz, but also, if I send it to the graveyard, Fusion Deployment, Branded Fusion, I could search for either one of those, huge. How do I send it to the graveyard? Grangugnal. What? However you pronounce the name, the Dust Dragon. This card lets me send a level 6 or higher light or dark from my deck or extra deck to the graveyard. I'll send DM, I'll send Garura for a draw, or I'll send Albulenitis. Great card. And then I could banish this card and summon out Desmond Proskenion, which is just another good beat stick. I only have 2 Link monsters. Dark is just, you know, great card in this meta. A lot of dark monsters. I also skipped over Mahad. I play Mahad over Dark Magician Girl. I forgot that I skipped Mahad. Because of the meta, and it allows me to get Mahad up to 5,000. I prefer Mahad over Dark Magician Girl. But also, because of the meta, Dark allows me to take my opponent's dark monsters out of the graveyard. So overall, good effect there. And then Predaplant. Predaplant, this disgusting card, lets me go into Branded Fusion, lets me go into Super Poly, Fusion Deployment. Great card. I would gladly trade this card. Konami, I will trade this card for 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon boy, please. Gladly ban Predaplant, Verte Anaconda, give us Dragoon. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, the best card in the extra deck, Mysterion the Dragon Crown. I am glad this is getting some more hype. I noticed a lot of people in the comments saying Mysterion is slept on. Mysterion is Dragoon at home. This man is slept on. Such a great card. instant scoops with this card. People don't understand the effect. It is just, it's such a huge disruption to the opponent. So Mysterion is definitely a card that you need in this extra deck. And with that being said, this is the deck we took to Master 3. Hopefully we're going to make a grind to Master again this season. Check it out on twitch.tv/KingMatty if you want to see it. This deck was a lot of fun to play, but boy, oh boy, was it a grind. It was a grind, guys. Trust me, I don't know if I would say that it is worth grinding to Master with this deck, but I do believe that this deck can get to Diamond pretty consistently. If you're playing it right, you could definitely play it to Diamond. Let me know in the comments below if there are any improvements that you think I can make to this deck. I would love to hear them. I'm probably going to be posting another update very shortly where I have some more replays and kind of show you guys some of the changes I made. But right now, this is the deck I made to Master. I wanted to be sure to thank everybody on the YouTube side and especially on the Twitch side for giving me all the support throughout this Master grind. It was really cool seeing all the Dark Magician savants, you know, cheering us on as we became the first Dark Magician Master deck. I do believe it is the first one. Let me know if I'm wrong. But with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you're not subbed to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a sub. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves and go out of your way to make somebody's day special.